Mixtures. Mixtures in chemistry, basically, when you want to define one, is when you have two or more different, let's say, components when they are mixed together, but they're only mixed together, they're not connected with something that we call chemical bond. For example, let's say that you are making some kind of salad in the kitchen, either using fruits or vegetables. You put small pieces, you mix them together, and you get a salad. If you want to separate different ingredients, either fruit or vegetables, you can actually pretty easy do that. Something, let's say, similar is in chemistry. When you have mixtures, these components or ingredients or substances you can easily separate. Let's say in this case, this part of equipment is called boiling flask. As the name says, it's used for boiling or heating up different substances. Let's say here, this colorful liquid here, let's say that this is that you use salt and water. That you use some amount of salt, you add it in the water and you mix it up. If you know when you actually do that, they will be mixed. So definitely this is a mixture. When you have a mixture, when one part is liquid and another part is solid, and this solid, when you add in liquid, it will be easily mixed up, we call this solution. So this will be like salty solution. Every solution is made of something that we call solute and solvent. Solvent in this case is water, so something that will be something dissolved in, and solute in this case will be salt. So basically in this case solid aggregation state that will be dissolved in water. Dissolving is meaning that is capable to be mixed up with, let's say in this case, salt in water. So what actually we can see here, so in this boiling flask, on the top is thermometer, which is used for measuring temperature. So in this boiling flask, let's say that you have salty solution, so solution made of salt and water. When you zoom in, the particles will look like this. Let's assume that the purple one are representing salt and these blue-green one are representing water. Let's observe basically what will happen when we apply heat, how we will apply heat. This part of equipment here, we call it Bunsen burner. This Bunsen burner is basically used in different labs to heat up different kind of things. So let's see what will happen in this situation when we apply some heat to these particles. If you notice, the blue-green one is like starting disappearing. So in this case, what is here left, or let's say here is now completely purple part in this boiling flask. This purple thing here, basically when you zoom in, it looks like this. Like we mentioned at the beginning, the purple color was basically representing salt. So the salt is left over here, still in boiling flask. But where is the water? We don't see water anymore here. When we apply heat, and we can actually check on the thermometer, when we apply heat and we get the temperature, the temperature was 100 degrees, the water will go from liquid aggregation state that was before here into another aggregation state which is called gas. This change of state of matter from liquid to gas we call boiling, or sometimes you will also heard the word evaporation. But still, where is the water? So basically, we have one more piece of equipment here. This is called condenser. Condenser has part which will circulate the cold water inside. So this is part where cold water from outside will enter, and it will go around, and here it will go out, so that the new cold water can go in and this one goes out. This water that is going inside of here one from outside will not be mixed with the things that are passing here. So basically, the water vapor that we get when we heat water here will enter here in this condenser, and this condenser, because here will circulate the cold water from outside, and basically what will do to this gas, when you cool down the gas, which aggregation state do you get? So when you cool down the gas, you get liquid. So this process, when you have the change of aggregation state from gas to liquid, we call it condensation. So condensation. This is basically the reason why this part of equipment get the name condenser. because the process that will happen inside is called condensation. So basically, in the end of this process, here we will get water. So basically, what's the point of this? So this process basically is separation method where you can easily separate two components in a mixture. So the name of this process is called distillation. This is like simple distillation. You also can have something that is called fractional distillation. In fractional distillation is basically when you have two liquids. Let's say that instead of salt, here you have, let's say, alcohol ethanol, which is also in liquid aggregation state, and you have water. So again, you will apply heat, and regarding on which temperature you are using, the liquids will be separate.